What's up, YouTube? It's Andre, the Superhero of Love, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am absolutely grateful, thankful, and blessed to have each and every single one of you beautiful hearts and souls join me on this video where we're going to be talking about the 3 tips, that's right, that I use, that you can use on how to be more vulnerable. And this one is going to be potentially emotional, so stick around. And if you stick around to the end of the video as well, I have a special gift just for you as well. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome and hello. I'm truly grateful, thankful, and blessed to be of service to your heart and soul. But if you could do me a big favor so it can reach a greater and wider audience, is if you could please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on notification bells so that every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll be able to see my new video posted in your YouTube notification in the top right hand corner, and allow my videos to reach a greater and wider audience just like it reached you. And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right into it. For those of you that are new, and I've been doing this in the last couple videos, I'm about to set the scene and the stage again, ladies and gentlemen. For 20 years I have lived my life full of hate and anger. But most importantly, I wasn't vulnerable because I thought vulnerability was a weakness. I thought vulnerability, you're gonna get hurt. You couldn't open up. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. Bullshit. Vulnerability is actually a superpower, believe it or not. And with that being said, my first tip I have for you, and I've mentioned this in one of my past videos, which you can check out over here right after this video is done, is to be your true, authentic self. Be your true, authentic self. What does that mean? Take off the masks. Take off the armor that you've been putting on for all your life if you've been wearing it. You have my permission right now to let it all go. Release it. Let go of it. Be who you were born to be. Show your true, authentic self. Because when you do, not only are you going to let me rewind that further. Not only will you show up true to yourself, you're going to show up true to others. And others are going to want to know you. The real you. Not the fake you, but the real you. And if there's stuff that you're ashamed of, that's okay. Let it go. It's in the past. It doesn't exist. I have some stuff I'm going to share right now. For 20 years, I wore a mask. I wore armor because I was afraid to let people into my heart. And by the way, this is going to lead into tip number 2 in a sec. I was afraid of being hurt, to showing people who I was truly am, to wearing these fake things that I thought that I needed to be because society told me that I had to be this kind of way. But guess what? I learned that it was all a lie. It was all bullshit. You were born to be the uniquely created masterpiece that you are. Every atom, molecule, energy, and matter that makes you up, that comprises you of you, be you. Take off the mask. Take off the armor. Shed it. Let it go. It's not serving you at all. In fact, I'm going to lead into tip number 2 now. If you want to be vulnerable and be your true authentic self, it allows you to have connections with people. It allows you to have connections with people. So this tip is to shed the armor, shed the masks, and be you. Now, I know that's kind of not the true tip. The true tip, what I really have for you is let go. Let go. I know I just mentioned tip one, but they all intertwine. So this might be just a continuous tip, so bear with me. Let it go. Break free. You know, when you're not vulnerable, you're having to put on these masks and armors and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. So when you do that, how can you truly connect with other people? You can't. And when I did that, I had no connection with anybody. Not my family, not my colleagues, not my peers, not my mentors in the past. Nobody. Because I was afraid of being hurt. I was afraid to show my true self because I thought nobody would like me for who I was. And I created a self-fulfilling prophecy in my head. And I ended up being alone for 20 years. No connections. And loneliness. Loneliness is the worst thing you can face. Because when you have no connections with anybody and you go through life alone, it's really depressing. And it becomes this loop. You're depressed. You're alone. You have no one to reach out because you put on the layers, layers upon layers upon layers. Break it. Break the layers. Let it go. Let it go. Be free. Be your true authentic self. Just let it go. And if you're ashamed, like I said, of something, speak your truth. This is going to be tip number 3. Speak your truth. Speak it to a friend. Speak it to someone that you don't even know. Let it go. Let it go. Speak your truth and be your true authentic self. These tips are all intertwined. And you know, we've all in our life may have tongue twister there. We might have all told a little white lie or a colossal lie. I've done it. I'm not proud of it. I'm admitting to it right now. I'm being vulnerable. I'm letting go of all that I was in the past because it doesn't exist anymore. But to be with true integrity, true truth, to tell it as it is, to be who you are meant to be your true authentic self, to let it go, and to be free, to be vulnerable. Because people want to know the real you. People want to know the real you, not the fake you that you put a layer and a mask on for many years. The fake me for 20 years. Do you think anybody wanted to get to know that person? Hell no. You know why? Because he was negative, he hated himself, he hated humanity, and he drummed up all this shit in his head. But if I had realized this, ladies and gentlemen, I would have made the change. So if nobody's ever told you, I'm making you aware now to let it go, be your true authentic self, and speak the truth. In fact, tip 3 isn't just speaking your truth. It's having self-love for yourself. Having self-love for yourself. Because when you start wearing these layers and the masks, and I'm going to keep referring to them as layers and masks and armor, when you look yourself in the mirror, are you truly in love with you? That you keep looking and making these lies about who you truly are? I know when I used to look myself in the mirror, I would tell myself, I hate me. I looked at myself in the mirror with disgust, with hate, and with anger. Because I put on these layers. I put on the layers because I was afraid to be vulnerable to show my true authentic self. I was scared to be vulnerable because I was going to get hurt. I was scared to be vulnerable because I didn't think I was good enough, that I wasn't worthy. This all ties into worthiness, just so you know. And I want to tell you, whoever is watching this, that you're worthy. You are worthy beyond anything in this world. You were born a uniquely created masterpiece because the universe and God said, we need one of you. Don't be someone else that you're not. Be who you were born to be. Now, I'm not trying to lecture you in this video, but I want to really beat this into your head. Let it go. Be your true authentic self, speak your truth, and have self-love. And all of these tips I've spoken in past videos, so you can check out one of these in the top right hand corner. Ladies and gentlemen, if I had knew all of this, well, my life would have been completely different. But I'm grateful that it turned out the way it did, because I can now speak my truth, have the self-love, let go of all the past baggage, and be my true authentic self as the superhero of love, to spread love and light and harmonize and heal the planet for each and every single one of us. To be who I was born to be. And imagine if I didn't become who I am today. And I'm not saying that my evolution is done. I still have a lot of learning and growing to do. It's a lifelong journey, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't end. I'm just letting you know that. When you let it go, be your true authentic self, speak your truth, have self-love. I know this is like 4 tips, and I know I talked about this being a 3-tip video, but I'm giving you massive value and adding extra value to your lives right now. You will be who you are born to be. And people will want to truly connect with you. And when you feel that connection, you'll feel happier. And you'll be more vulnerable. And you share who you are. And people will want to know the true authentic version of you. Every single one of us wants connection. And if you don't have any connection, come to me. Because I love you for you. I don't judge you. I don't condone you. I don't condemn you. I don't criticize you. I love you for you. Let it go. Be free. Speak your truth. Be your true authentic self. And have love for yourself. And I will keep pouring into your heart and soul until you realize that. I didn't have this kind of guidance when I was growing up. And maybe I may have listened, maybe I wouldn't have. But when your heart and soul is ready to listen, these words will always be here for you. And those are my tips, ladies and gentlemen, on how I became vulnerable, so that you can use those tips for yourself in your life to become vulnerable. And like I mentioned, there are past things that I lied about, that I had to wear these masks, and I'm removing them day by day, little by little. This is gonna take some time, so give yourself grace. Allow the space for it to take place. It will happen one step at a time, small, simple steps. Remember, all of my videos are all encompassing. They're all linked. And those are my tips, like I said, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really grateful that you stuck around to the end of the video. Like I mentioned, I have a special gift just for you. I'm running my Master Your Awakening webinar that's coming up on June 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The date is on the screen, and the link to sign up and register for the free 1-hour Zoom call webinar is in the description. Sign up and I will see you there, and I will deliver massive value, and I get to interact with your beautiful faces and interact with your beautiful souls one-on-one, in group setting, however many people show up. So I look forward to seeing you there, and I can definitely dive more deeply than what I can on YouTube. And I've already dived really deeply on YouTube. So again, June 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I'm running my 1-hour Zoom webinar called Master Your Awakening in the webinar. So I'll see you there. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you who have stuck around to the very end of the video. I honor your beautiful souls, and I wish you lots of love and light. I hope you keep on shining bright, because that's who you were born to be. And I wish you a phenomenal, beautiful rest of your day, or evening, or night, wherever you are on our beautiful planet. And I am Andre, the superhero of love, and I love you a super mega ton. I will catch you all on the next one. Take care. Namaste. Bye.